morning class. Today in this lecture we are going to discuss our fifth chapter in DCO, that is wireless communication. First of all, we discuss our department vision mission. Vision of our department is to excel in information technology engineering education to produce professionally competent engineers with lifelong learning attitude for the accomplishment of ever-growing needs of society and industry. This is our vision of IT department. Mission of our IT department to provide the quality education through effective teaching learning methodologies with stimulating environment for preparing technical and professional competent engineers. Means we provide the quality education through which or through effective learning or methodology for preparing their technical and professional competent engineers to build up professional skills in students that will help them to succeed and progress in the personal and professional career, to imbibe professional ethics and social responsibilities in student for society and environment. Means quality education, professional skills and the professional ethics. These are the mission of our department, and vision of our department is to excel in information technology engineering education to produce professionally competent engineers with their lifelong learning attitude for accomplishment of ever-growing needs of society and industry. Next part is a CO. CO means a course outcome. After completing this course, means this chapter, that is wireless communication, student will be able to explain, student will be able to describe, student will be able to demonstrate, implement all the questions or solve the questions related to that wireless communication. Our CO is select a component of relevant IEEE standard for wireless communication. Let us see what is meant by wireless communication. Wireless communication involves the transmission of information over a distance without the help of wires and cable. Without any help of wires and cables, wireless communication which involves the transmission of information over a distance without help of wires and cables means wireless communication. Wireless communication is a broad term that incorporates all the procedure and forms of connecting and communication between two or more devices using a wireless signal. Through wireless communication technologies and devices. Wireless communication has a various forms, technology and delivery methods including satellite communication, mobile communication, wireless network communication, infrared communication, Bluetooth communication, Wi-Fi communication and so on. In DCO chapter number 2, that is transmission media, in that chapter we discussed the satellite communication, infrared communication and the Wi-Fi. Next point is the IEEE wireless standard. The IEEE 802.11 refers to a family of specification for wireless LAN, means wireless local area networks, that is WLAN, developed by a working group of Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, that is IEEE. The 802.11 specification identifies an over-the-air interface between a mobile device wireless client and a base station, or between two mobile devices wireless client. Means this specification identifies an over-the-air interface, means it is an air interface between mobile or machine, or it is air interface between two mobile devices. The benefits of IEEE standard is to increase the product quality and safety, to reduce the market risk and to reduce development time and cost. There are mainly 5 standards of 802.11, that is 802.11 standard, 802.11a, 802.11b, 802.11n and 802.11ac. Let us see one by one description of standards. First standard is 802.11. This is the IEEE standard and the IEEE is developing an international WLAN standard that is called as a 802.11 standard. The IEEE 802.11 is originally IEEE wireless LAN, means WLAN standard that provides 1 or 2 Mbps transmission speed in the 2.4 GHz band using FHSS or DSSS. In multiplexing and switching chapter, we discussed FHSS means frequency hopping spread spectrum and DSSS means direct sequence spread spectrum techniques. And this standard uses this methodology, means transmission method, it uses FHSS or DSSS. The modulation used in 802.11 is commonly phase shift keying, that is PSK. Next standard is 802.11a. This is the extension of 802.11 wireless LANs that provides up to 54 Mbps in the 5 GHz band. And 802.11a employs the orthogonal frequency division multiplexing, means instead of FHSS or DSSS, it uses the orthogonal frequency division multiplexing, that is OFDM encoding scheme. Next is 802.11b. The 802.11b is an extension to the 802.11 wireless LANs. It is also extension of 802.11 wireless LANs and it provides 11 Mbps transmission with the fallback to 5.5, 2 and 1 Mbps depending on the strength of signal in the 2.4 GHz band. Means that 802.11b is an extension of 802.11 WLAN and it provides 11 Mbps transmission speed, but that automatically slows down to 5.5 Mbps, 2 Mbps, 1 Mbps speed in the 2.4 GHz band. With the fallback means it automatically slows down in this speed. The 802.11b specification uses only DSS transmission method. Next point is 802.11g. The 802.11g is a wireless LAN standard. It is wireless LAN standard and it provides 20 to 54 Mbps in the 2.4 GHz band. And the 802.11g standard can use either a OFDM or DSS transmission method. The 802.11g WLAN standard, which was ratified in 2003 and supports the speed as high as 54 Mbps. Means its speed is, means it provides 20 to 54 Mbps speed. A new IEEE wireless standard that applies to a wireless LAN, and 802.11g provides the 20 to 54 Mbps speed. Next point is the 802.11n standard. The 802.11n is a wireless networking standard that uses multiple antennas to increase the data rate. It uses the multiple antennas. Means 802.11n WLAN standard that provides the previous 802.11 standard by adding multiple input and multiple output, that is MIMO antennas. It can use in the 2.4 GHz or 5 GHz frequency bands. 802.11n uses MIMO OFDM, means orthogonal frequency division multiplexing, to increase the data rate. MIMO means multiple input and multiple output. The purpose of the standard is to improve the network throughput over the two previous standards, that is 802.11a and 802.11g. The newer 802.11n devices can avoid collisions with each other. It avoids the collision with each other. Next is 802.11 AC. The IEEE 802.11 AC is a wireless networking standard in the 802.11 set of protocols, which is a part of Wi-Fi networking family, which provides the high throughput wireless local area networks, that is WLANs, on the 5 GHz band. The standard was developed in the IEEE Standards Association and it is published in December 2013. The 802.11 AC WLAN standard builds on and is faster and more scalable than 802.11 and 802.11 AC. Sorry, it is faster than the 802.11n. And the 802.11 AC is a 5 GHz only technology that can use a wider channels in the 5 GHz band. Let us see the table, means characteristics of. This is the IEEE 802.11 standard table, means this table shows the characteristics of 802.11 standards. This is the standards, that is 802.11 B, A, G, N and AC. The frequency band is for 802.11 it is 2.4 GHz and bandwidth is 20 MHz. And the transmission speed, mean modulation techniques which is used in 802.11 standard is DSSS and FHSS, and maximum data rate is 2 Mbps. And the maximum range of this standard is 20 meters indoor and 100 meters for outdoor. Next is 802.11b. The frequency band for 802.11b is 2.4 GHz and the bandwidth is 20 MHz and the maximum bandwidth is 54 Mbps. The transmissions or modulation technique used for this is DSSS and the maximum data rate is 11 Mbps. And the maximum range for this standard is 32 meter indoors and 140 meter outdoors. Next is 802.11a. The frequency band is 5 GHz, bandwidth is 20 MHz, frequency technique is OFDM and maximum data rate is 54 Mbps and the maximum range for this standard is 35 meter indoors and 120 meter outdoors. Next is 802.11g. For this standard 2.4 GHz is the frequency band, 20 MHz is the bandwidth and the modulation technique for this standard it uses, that is DSSS and OFDM. The maximum range for this standard is 32 meter indoors and 140 meter outdoors and the maximum frequency range for this standard is 32 meter indoor and 140 meter outdoors. Next point is 802.11n. The frequency band for this standard is 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz or both. The bandwidth is 20 MHz and 40 MHz and the modulation technique for this is OFDM and the maximum data rate for this is 600 Mbps. Next point is 802.11 AC. For this standard the frequency band is 5 GHz and the bandwidth is 20, 40, 80 plus 80 or 160 MHz. And the technique for this modulation for this standard is OFDM, and the maximum data rate is 6.93 GB per second, and the maximum range for this standard is similar that the 802.11n. For 802.11n, the maximum range for this is 70 meter indoors and 250 meter outdoors. This is the 802. Standard sum. This is the characteristics of 802.11 standard. There are mainly 6 points, that is 802.6 standards, that is 802.11 B, A, G, N and AC. This is all about our today's lectures point. In next lecture, we discuss the WLAN, that is wireless local area network, and IEEE 802.11 architecture. Thank you.